Okay, guys, welcome. Thank you for today too. I'm sorry yesterday I was caught up by immense machine actually didn't make me able to record the task. So today we are going to do both yesterday and today. Yesterday what we were supposed to do is to write extra blog posts. Okay, what we did the other day, remember, I told you that some of the blog posts that you find inside the pillar blog post, we need to create them. So I needed you people to create at least 2 or 3 extra blog posts and then put it down, so that when we are formatting and editing the pillar blog post, we will be able to have some kind of blog post to work with. Okay, so you will have to create another blog post. That's blog post 2, blog post 3, 4, 5, using the subtopics that you have in your spreadsheet. You understand? So today I have already done mine. I've done a couple of blog posts which I am going to use to teach you how this thing is going to be done. So please make sure you visit your spreadsheet and then go for the first pillar that you are using. The first pillar that you use to write the blog post. Go to the subtopics and then start from the first subtopic 1. Then you go and create a blog post about that particular topic using the same writing process that I gave you. Okay, that is what we are going to use to write all your blog posts. So you pick topic number 1, then you put in like the way we did for the pillar blog post, and then you allow it to create title for you. From title you go to the outline. After the outline, everything is just the same. Okay, so it is also going to create a full blog post on that, and then you go to the next subtopic. You create the same thing, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, until you do all the 10 subtopics. Okay, so that is how the whole thing is going to be. We are going to do it pillar topic by pillar topic. We are not going to infuse any do one here, do one here, do one here. We are going to finish one pillar topic after another. That's what we are going to do. Okay, all right. So now what we have here, as you can see, this is the blog post we wrote. There was a picture here that I have removed because I want to show you something so quickly, so we can, I remove it so that I will use it to teach you something. Okay, so if you have it over there, it's also okay, don't worry. Your own is okay, but I want to show you what difference it will do within the blog post when it comes to search engine optimization. Okay, you have to know everything that we are doing here. Although we are doing for people, like I have already told you, we are also doing everything possible so that Google will have interest in the content that we are creating. So we are creating content for human beings. We are also trying to satisfy what Google expects us to do. You understand? So we are doing 2 things at the same time. You are creating content. Your content should resonate with people. You have to talk to people. So you don't really rely on Google, but you are also not ignoring Google, because at the end of the day, you want Google to also refer people to you. So you have to do stuff that will also be Google friendly as well. So that is what we are doing over here. Okay, now we have finished the first pillar blog topic, and now we have to edit it and then make sure it suits what Google is always looking for us. By now what we have done is more like human being. Okay, this is really human beings that we have done for them. Now we have to go and then format it and then make it in such a way that when Google comes here and then read whatever we have done here, it will also see certain things that it's supposed to see on every blog post, and then that means it is going to be happy with it, and it will also love recommending it to people. You understand? So that is what we are going to do, and that is what we call it search engine optimization. Okay, trying to write or trying to create content that will be friendly with Google. Google expects certain things to be in your blog post or in your content. So if it comes to your website and it doesn't see it, so what we are going to do is what we call search engine optimization. Trying to create a content or edit your content, format your content in such a way that it will be friendly to Google or search engines. Okay, and this is actually the practice we were using back then to rank websites or to rank articles or blog posts. But right now what is happening is that even no matter what you do, Google will still find a way not to rank your website, because it's kind of very difficult to do this. But there are some basics that you will have to, no matter what, have it with your content or with your article that you are going to create. And that is what we are going to do, because the traffic that we are going to rely on is our own. We are going to drive traffic to the website by ourselves, whilst we try to please Google to also see what we are doing here in order to get interested and start referring people to the site. So the work is very deep and is very high. So what we are going to do today is to optimize this blog post and make it friendly with Google. Okay, search engine optimization. Now, before we do this, we will need a tool. Okay, there is a tool that we will need to do this. There are several of them out there, but the one I am friendly with, that is very friendly with beginners, is what I'm going to show you. So when you come to your dashboard, you go to plugins, and then you go to add plugin. Now when you come here, you search for a plugin called Rank Math. Okay, rank Math, and this is it. Okay, this is what we are going to use, but there is this one too is also there, and then there is another one. Okay, let us not spend time. So it is either you use this or you use this. Okay, as you can see, this is 10 million active and this is 3 million. This is more popular, but this is more beginner friendly. You understand? So let's use this to go ahead. So you install and then you activate. Now it will take you through a process that is going to connect your website to the database. You understand? So straight away you will have connect your account. We are going to do a sign up. Okay, so as you can see, enable usage tracking. So you can just enable this first, and then we go to connect account. So you go, I'm going to use my Google account. So I'll go. Okay, so activate now. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so the process that we did, you can also get it from the dashboard. Okay, if you go to the dashboard, okay, and then you go to Rank Math, you click on Rank Math. All right, this is so you can just go to Setup Wizard. All right, you click on the Setup Wizard, it will open what we are doing right now over here. Okay, all right, so let's continue. Now it's easy, advanced, and then custom. So we have advanced. We go next. It's asking you, is this website a blog? Yes, it's a personal blog. Okay, so this is a personal blog, and then the website name is this, as what it has shown here. And then is there any alternative name to this? No, I don't have any alternative name. Now, is it organization or what's the person's name? So you use the name of the website. Okay, logo. This is my logo. It has automatically picked the logo from the website. Okay, so straight away. Now, do you have a social media share image? I don't have it currently. I can load all this in later. So we go to save and continue. Then I am going to connect Google service. Okay, but we haven't done that. So it is asking us to connect to Google service. We've not done that on our website. So we will have to skip this one, then come back and do it later. So we'll skip this step. Okay, and then we come to sitemaps. Okay, the sitemaps are these. So okay, let's take all categories. We've not created categories too. So as and when we create it, it will be added to the system. Then we go to the next. You have SEO tweaks. Okay, so we have no follow external links, which is default, and then we have open external link in a new tab. This is also something that you always have to do. This means that when somebody comes to your website and then it sees, or the person sees any clickable button or option, any clickable option on your website, the system will open it in a new tab, not from your website. When you do that, people will leave your website to the other site that you are linking. We will learn. You will know what I'm talking about later, so you don't worry. So then yes, and then you save and continue. So far so good. This is it. Enable auto update of the plugin. You just enable it, and then you go down and then say setup wizard options. Okay, let's see if there's anything. Manager row, save and exit. Okay, so these redirections are all default, so it's okay. Now as we come here, it is asking us to do a schema type for blog post. That is what we are going to do is article. All right, we are going to write articles, so it's article selected by the default, and an article type is a blog post. Okay, and then schema type for pages is also article, and then article. All right, so these ones you just don't need to bother yourself because they are default, and it's okay to select them. So you click OK, and then that's it. Okay, so our SEO plugin or SEO tool, something that is coming to help us to format our blog post for Google friendly, is ready. Okay, all right, so what we are going to do is, let me push this one here and then refresh this so that rank math will be loaded on my blog post. Okay, so you can go through all the tools over here and do something. Now what we have to do is we have to connect our website onto Google, but I want us to do something before we do this, because the moment you connect your website to Google, Google has access to your blog, and then it will start. When it comes and there are other things not ready, it will not be happy with that. So let's try to. All right, so before I did the refresh, you can go back and see these things were not showing. So these things that you see over here is the rank math. Okay, is the rank math plugin that is showing these things over here. Okay, so you click on it, it tells you whatever is you are supposed to do. These are what you are supposed to meet. Okay, all these red ticks, you should try as much as possible to turn all of them green. Now if you're able to turn all of them green, you will realize that you will have 100%. But it's very difficult for you to get 100% because some of the things that it is expecting you to do, you will not be able to do it based on how you want your blog post to be. If you want to do it that 100%, it's just going to be some kind of robotic kind of thing. So we usually don't go, but you can go somewhere like 95, 93% and stuff like that. Okay, but 100%, no, I've never achieved any 100% before. Okay, so we are going to do that now. Once we have installed our search engine optimization tool, we are now going to use the tool to format this pillar block topic. Okay, first of all, as you can see, this blog or this post is a pillar content. We have to take this one first so that we wouldn't forget. Now that we have done, if the blog post you are editing or you just created is not a pillar block topic, please don't take this. You only take this when the topic you are treating or you are editing is a pillar block topic, and what you are doing right now is a pillar block topic, so we have to take this. Okay, all right, now as you can see the top here, this is the preview. Okay, now when you go to Google and you search for a word, you will see the title of the blog post over here, and usually the website you are reading on over here. So whatever we are going to do will reflect over here. Okay, so now let's see some of the problems or some of the errors the tool is looking or seeing with our blog post. It is saying that add focus keyword to the title, to the SEO title. Now we have to put tell the tool that our target keyword is this, so it will start using it to rank or to administer as. You understand? Okay, so first of all, our target keyword for this is Home Office Command Center, or let's use this as the target keyword. Okay, because that is the pillar blog post. So you copy this directly from the title, and then you come here, this slot over here, and then you paste it there. Now when you paste it, have you seen it is now yellow? Okay, it's supposed to turn green because there are some errors that it's supposed to go through, and it is not seeing all of them. So as you can see, what we did, it has ticked all here to be green, because that means what we did beginning, we have done a great job. Now the moment, let me show you something. The moment I delete home from here. Okay, the moment I delete home from here, or let me just, okay, so let me just do this. You realize that this is supposed to change. Okay, so it's supposed to tell me that the meta description, there's the target keyword is not found in the meta description. Okay, so let me go back. Let me go back, delete the whole thing from here. Okay, supposed to get updates. My network is fooling. This is bad. Okay, so whatever it is, I just wanted to show you how it works. So if it is not finding certain metrics within your blog post or within your article, it will tell you this one is not complete, this one is not that. You understand? So right now it is saying that I am using my target keyword. This target keyword is found in the title. Okay, so this is the title, and then it has found the target keyword, which is this phrase here inside the title, which is a green tick. So that's giving me a green tick. Now, focus keyword used inside SEO meta description. It is talking about the first part of the blog post. Now, if you want to edit the site, okay, for it to suit it, you can click here. If you click here, you are going to edit the meta description here. This is where the meta description is. So what you do is you can type everything here. Okay, you can type your meta description over here, and then it will pick it. The same thing applies to the next one, which is the focus keyword in the URL, which is the link. Okay, the link that it will show up here. You should also find your target keyword inside the link. Okay, so the link, if you want to see it, you still click here, and then you go to the permalink. So this is the permalink. Now the permalink will always take the whole title of the blog post. Okay, now if you come here, if you come to additional errors, you click on it and you go down, you will see that this is showing that the URL, okay, as you can see this side, the URL is 119 characters long. Consider shortening it. It is saying that my title here is too long, and as you can see, yes, it is too long. It has even filled three lines, which is very long. Okay, but this is also what makes the title also feel human, because if I cut it, it will not be English, it will not be good English. So I want this to stay as it is, but I want to tell this too that it can use probably up to some point and then forget about the rest. You understand? So you click here again, and then you come to the permalink, and then you cut it short over here. You can just delete that side. Okay, so the two should look or take the title to be Home Office Command Center Setup, as it is also deepened or highlighted over here. You understand? So when you come to the real blog post, I am having the whole title, which is speaking to humans, but the two is only using the title up to this point. You understand? Okay, so that is it. Now, after that, it is also saying that in order for it to be SEO friendly, I have to make sure that the title, okay, the title of the blog post shouldn't exceed, as you can see, there are some 3 dots over here, which means that it has cut off some of the sentences. So always when you are trying to come up with a title of a blog post, always make sure that you get something that will fill up to this place. But one thing is, if you try to follow this rule, your title will always become like robotic, because if you have to do, then it means that your home office command center setup, then we cut the rest, because if you add anything, it is just going to make the whole sentence, it doesn't make sense. You understand? So this particular rule is never followed. Okay, if you follow it, your titles are going to be something else. Okay, so that is it. So now as a focus keyword in the URL, and then focus keyword appears in the first 10% of the content. So it means we also have the first 10% from here up to somewhere here. We can find the target keyword inside this write-up, and this is which is true, which is here. All right, so this is what it has recorded as the target keyword inside the first 10%. Now when you go down, focus keyword found in the content. Apart from this, it has also seen that this particular target keyword we are heading, it can be found somewhere here. Okay, it's inside somewhere here, and I think this is one. Okay, this is one. All right, now let's go to, and then it's went ahead and said content is 4110 words long. Good job. So it means that we have 4,000 words out of this blog post. This blog post is 4,110 words. Okay, so it means it is long. Google love long blog posts, so you don't have to think of writing less than 1,000 blog posts. You will not be loved by Google or any search engine. Now, when we come to the additional, it's a focus keyword found in the subheading. So these are the subheadings. Okay, subheadings. This is about the headlines, the headings that we use. It should also, one of them should also contain your target keyword, and it has detected that within our headings, somewhere within it. Okay. All right. Now, add an image with your target or focus keyword. So the reason why I deleted that photo is that I want to show you that it is also an SEO parameter that you need to fulfill. So right now I need to add picture or an image that contains the focus keyword, and that is why that image I was using, I used the title of the blog post. Okay, because the blog post contain the target keyword. So I use this, and as you can see, it's here, and then I put it here. Okay, so we see the moment I added it, it turns to green. You understand? So that is it. Now let's go to the next. Now when we go, it said keyword density is 0.24, which is low. The focus keyword and the combination appears 10 times. So after going through all the blog posts from the top to down, it found out that the focus keyword, this particular keyword we are targeting here, I have repeated it 10 times in the document, and it thinks it is too low. You understand? So it means that I have to go back in and then try and add more of this, okay, inside the blog post. So you see, the reason why I was telling you the other day that if you try to follow this, or if you try to write for a Google, your content will always become like keywords everywhere. It's like you see yourself repeating. I have repeated this 10 times, and then it is saying it is too low. You understand? So imagine if I want to satisfy this particular parameter, it means that I am going to repeat home office setup, home office command setup, center setup, plenty. At least I should go more than 20 something before it will go even 0.5. You understand? So, or if I have to go 1%, imagine how many times I'm going to use this. So usually what you have to do is that you can cut here. Okay, you can look at one part of the target keyword. If your target keyword is long like this, what I will do is I will cut this one and then add it to the side as a secondary target keyword. Okay, so if I put this one here, command center setup, let's see if it has added some more to it. It's still 10, which means that within the text or within the blog post, I did not say anything like command center anywhere. That is what the tool is saying. So let's go back there and then change command center. Let me just use command center and see if I can get command center. That would have been good. Okay, so let's use command center so that now you see I do command center. Now it has turned to yellow, which means that it has detected command center somewhere. You understand? Now let's go and see. It is still saying 10. Wow. Okay, so anyway, let us just bother ourselves. This particular parameter is because I am writing for humans, I don't really rely on that. So you can keep it, or you can try to satisfy it yourself. That one is personal choice. Now the URL is now 61, which is also good, yellow, green. Now link out to external resources. Now before you write anything, or before any article will come out to be taken as a good content, you should have an external source pointing to it. So you have to say something that will prove that whatever you are saying, somebody has said it somewhere. Okay, or it is something that is it is happening somewhere. Okay, so what you have to do, this shouldn't be anything difficult. All you have to do is you can look at this, all right, whatever you have written, and then see if there is any statistics somewhere, if there is any data somewhere that you think you can add to it in order for it to become like you are referring. Okay, I said this, and this is something I found it at this place. That's all what it means. You are saying something that Google will know that, okay, you are not just saying things yourself. Okay, it is something that is found somewhere. Okay, so for me, for instance, for this one, I will just go to Google. I am doing something about home office setup. So I'll just search home office setup. And then Google will give me plenty websites that are also talking about home office setup. Okay, this is one of them. 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 There are plenty. Okay, so what you do is that you look at what is very close related to whatever you are saying. Okay, so you can come into what you have written and then say most people blame their lack of discipline that they cannot get anything done. Okay, so for instance, okay, if you want to make this argument a very strong argument, you can go and look for maybe some research they have done on why people cannot concentrate on in the evening when they are working from home. Okay, so you can come here and say something like research on why people can't get focus working from home. Okay, so when you say something like this, Google will search research. So it is research. Okay, so it's a research on why people can't focus working from home. Okay, so Google has given me some good websites. You can use university website, you can use government website, you can use any authoritative website that has said something about that, and then you can use that to link into your article. You understand? So that is what it means. Okay, so as you can see, let me see, this is after 4 years of research, scientists conclude remote. Okay, this is something that, as you can see here, this is a medical center, okay, which is also a government entity, organization. So whatever this person is going to say is something that they have done a great research before they put it here. Okay, so what you do is researchers working from home, benefits and challenges. So you can just right click this and then copy the link address. Okay, just copy the link address. You are just trying to say that this particular research also confirm whatever you are saying on your website. You understand? So that is what we are going to do. So as I copy that, I said most people blame their challenges working from home, disciplines does not stand. So you can just look for somewhere within the text that says something about what this is saying. Researchers found out. So you can just change this one and say research have shown that. So you can just say that. So you see that you can say research has shown that. So the research here, the word research is, you are trying to say that if you want to know what research I am talking about or who said that, you can just click and drag it, highlight it, come to this link, okay, and then you paste the link that you copy from here. Okay, so you just right click, copy the link address, and then you come to your article and then you paste it. Okay, when you paste it, then you click on this. Okay, so whenever somebody is reading the article and then it gets here, okay, this becomes a link that the person can click. Now when the person click on the research, as you can see, the color has changed. So if I click on this whilst I am reading the text from the outside, it will open this link, it will come to this website for the person to know that whatever I am saying here is here. This particular person said it and I am also saying it. You understand? So that is what we call the outside or the external link. You understand? Okay, so this should help us to get our external resources also ticked. Why is it not taken? Network still there or not? It has gone off. Okay, so whatever it is, it will still take. Don't worry. So that this outside here, usually when you link this, go back there again. Okay, click on this and then click on this edit and then come down to advanced and then say open in a new tab. Okay, and then you say apply. Now when you do that, let me show you before we continue. This is the blog post that we are editing. Okay, so when a customer or when a visitor comes to your website, this is what they will see. All right, now as the person is reading and the person gets here, you see this is the color of this research alone has changed. And now when I move my cursor to this side, it turns to a link that I can click on. Okay, so now when I click here, you see it has opened another tab to this link. You see, that is what I was talking about. You should make that settings default, so that whenever somebody click a link on your website, it opens a new tab instead of opening it from here. Because if you don't open it in a new tab, the person click here. As soon as he clicked here, the person will leave your website, and the probability of person coming back to your website is very low. So as soon as he started reading this research, you realize that he will read and then he will click another link over here. Let me see if there is another link here. He will just click another link here, and then it will take him to another website, and then another website. Then before you realize, he started from here, but he's gone already. So if you open it in a new tab, the person will click it, and then wherever he wants to go, he will go. But the moment this is still open, he will just click and then find your website. So that is the motive behind doing it that way, so that you don't lose your visitors. Okay, all right. So that's it. Now let's go back there and continue. Then it is also saying we should add internal link. Now what it's saying is that we should also have something within the website that is also talking about whatever you are saying here. So as you can see now, I have home office setup command center. As you can see, this, because this is a pillar blog post, is supposed to have so many subtopics within it. So as we go down, I just want to show you something so that you will understand. Okay, so now I have lighting right for a productive home office. It means that I should have a blog post of this title within my website. So what I have to do is I will go back to my blog post. Okay, now lightning right for a productive web. So this is the blog post that it is talking about. Okay, so I've not written this blog post though, but I have just make a title of it. So just to show you something. So what you're going to do is you will open this blog post and then come to this side which is a post. Then you come down to slug. If you click on this, it will give you the link to this blog post from the outside. Okay, and you need that link, so you have to do this. Click this link, come back to your blog post, which is the pillar blog post or whatever you want to link to. Then you highlight it like we did for the external. You click on this link and then you paste it. But because this one is internal, you don't need to do it, open it external. You understand? Because this one, it is within the external. So even if I click it, it is still must say it's the same website that the person is exploring. So it's not supposed to open in a new tab. So all internal links should not be open in a new tab, so that whatever it is, the person will still explore other parts of your content. Is that okay? So now we have one internal link over here. So we are going, as you can see, we've now hit 85. So let's go. All these things should turn to green. I don't know why it is not turning to green. Okay, so now title readability. Let's go to title readability. It is saying that your title has a positive or a negative sentiment. Okay, so it is, that one is okay. Then you are using a number in your SEO title. Do we have a number in our title? We don't have a number here. So why is it saying we have a number? Are you sick? Okay, so that's it. Whatever it is, it will just readjust itself and then come back. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so we save the draft. So right now what we have here is that I don't know why this one is not taken. I have external links. Okay, let me try another external link. Okay, so let's go for probably another external link. Your brain follows. Okay, let me talk about stimulus control. This word should be very good to link to. So I will just highlight this one, come to something like stimulus control, and then I'll say meaning. Okay, meaning in psychology. So I am looking for a very good authoritative website that has talked about stimulus control, and then link my stimulus control to it. Now Wikipedia is a very good place that you can link to. You can also link to this. Okay, he said what? ScienceDirect.com. Okay, now in order for you to know that this website has authority to talk about this topic, always look for this figures over here. Okay, it is a tool that will make your website always your search engine always show you the authority of the website you are displaying for you. So as you can see, the authority of this is 93 over 100. Okay, so when you get 93 over 100 website talking about a particular topic, it means that Google trusts it. Okay, if you come here, you see this is 79, which is also okay, but you shouldn't go for topic where somebody the domain authority is somewhere below 50 or below 40 and stuff like that. Okay, go for a higher authoritative numbers. Okay, so this is 93, which is great. 79, which is also great. This one is how much? 93, which is also great. So any of this person or any of this link is very good for you to link to because they are authoritative. Okay, so I'll just right click on this and then come to my article and then paste it here. Okay. All right. Now, because this one is external, I will do open in a new tab and apply. Okay. So now I have two links linking outside. I should have more of them linking inside. Okay. So let me see if I can get another one and then link to. So I have how to set up home office in a small space. This is another article I can link to. So I come here. Okay, so in a small space is here. I'll just click it, open it, go to post, Slack, copy this, and then this is internal. Okay, now one thing I want you to understand is, please don't do what I am doing here. Okay, this title, when I am writing my blog post, this title will change, because this is the one the AI has generated for me, and I have to regenerate it to a browser support title. Okay, so this particular title, I may be changing it when I am writing the real blog post. So if you have not, if you don't have the blog post, please don't create titles like this and then link your already written article to it like I am doing. I'm just doing this to show you how to link them. Okay, so please don't do that. Just make sure that each and every blog post that you are going to link into your other blog posts, they are all written blog posts. That's what I want you to understand. Okay, let me just save it. So that one is also done. Now what you have to do is, we have to go down, and then it's saying that let me say content readability. You don't seem to be using table of content. Okay, we don't have table of content done. And then your content contains images and videos. Okay, so it has seen one image here. Okay, that is why it has ticked this to be yellow. Now when we should add more, so that probably we turn it to green or something. So you go to images. Let me see, do we have something that you can add? No. Okay, so I can add this. Okay, so let's add this one. Okay, so now we have 86. Now let's see if there's another way we can do another image here. Let me just copy this. So I go to upload. So I pick this, I rename it, and then I go, and then I rename this alt text. Always make sure the alt text, the title of the image, you put the same thing here, and then probably the same thing as a description. If you don't, because this is also an SEO parameter. Okay, so now we put this one to here, as you can see. So we just move it a little bit. Okay, then so now we are at 88. So let's go down again, see if we can add more, another image, because if you add a bit more image, it makes your article looks very easy to read, because it gives some kind of pleasancy in the sorry, I didn't copy the, I have to copy this, and then come here. So we have, let me pick this one, rename it. So okay, so this is also a very nice place to put this one there. Okay, so now we are at 90. As you can see, we are moving. Okay, so this is it. Now you can see that this have all turned to green. Okay, so let's continue. So as you can see that now all the, as you can see, everything here is now turning to green. Okay, like it was before, it all of them were red, and now we are trying to turn everything to green. So now we have gotten 90% of 100. Sorry, we have gotten 90 over 100. So now we go to where it is red and check what the problem is. And as you can see, this side it is saying content AI. content AI here is a page 2. You will need to pay before you can have access to it, and it has nothing. It's just going to it will go to online, check whatever website has written any document or any article about this target keyword that I am targeting. Then it will look at what the person has written and then compare it with mine. If there are certain things that it is on that article, which is what Google has indexed and is using it to recommend it to people. So it's like you are trying to copy the person who has been accepted. Okay, so this is what this content AI is doing. It is going to check whatever is online already and then come and look at what I have done and then recommend that, okay, the person who wrote this is using probably this website, is linking to this website, is using this image, it is using this. So you should try and compare. If you want to target this particular keyword, then you should do this, you should do that, you should do, and exactly this is what I am doing over here. It's just that probably I am not linking to the website that the person has already linked. Okay, for instance, the external link. Okay, this content AI will let me know that if I want to link outside, or if I want to link externally to any website, I should probably link to that particular website that the person has linked to. Okay, so it's just like mimicking. You are just copying what is there so that you can better it and then outrank it. So this is what this tool is doing, and it's a paid tool. You cannot use it for free. Okay, and then when it comes down here, it is also the next red thing is your title doesn't contain power word. Okay, so you just have to go and add some power word before. But like if you try to go by this, like I've told you already, your title or your document or the title is just going to be, it's like a robotic, may sound so robotic stuff like that. Okay, so usually some of these things you cannot get all of them right. Your content must feel human, and that is what the target our aim is. Okay, then the next one is also saying that you don't seem to be using table of content plugin. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going for our plugin. Okay, let's go to the dashboard, and then we go to plugin. Now when it comes to plugin, you do this and then you go for table of content. Then you install this. Okay, you will install this easy table of content. Okay, so you just go install. I have already installed, but I have not activated it, so you just have to go and install your own and activate. Now after you have installed and activate, you go to plugins again, and then mine is here. I haven't activated yet, so I'll just go and activate. So after activation, it will give you all these kinds, that is to buy it or to go for the premium. So I just go to no thanks, I want to use the free version. So you just have to do some changes to the default settings. So you go here, you choose only posts. Okay, go for only posts, enable support for only posts. Then you go for auto insert to posts. Okay, then the position, it's saying before first headings. Yes. So if you come to the article, the table of content will appear just before this first heading. So it will be somewhere after this line. You will have to see table of content. That is where you are supposed to place your table of content. Okay, so usually the introduction will be given without seeing the table of content. Okay, so that's it. Now we go the next, show when 4. Okay, so I am using 4. So you should also go for 4. Okay, it means that if the article is long, it is telling the tool that if the article has have more than 4 headlines, it should add table of content. Okay, but I don't think you are going to create an article or a blog post with less than 4 headlines. So always you should bear that in mind. Okay, word count, no, we don't do that. Toggle header text, allow. Okay, let's just, and then the heading or the header, what it should type at the top of the table of content is table of content. Okay, let's use table of content. So this is what I want you to do. So initial view. So initial view, hide. Initially hide the table of content. So you click on this. On mobile, yes. On desktop, yes. And then show as hierarchy, yes. Okay. So that is what we will have to do. So in this case, if we let's continue. Okay. Is there anything that we need to do? Okay. The option. Font size, font width. Okay. All right. So gray. Okay. The colors here should be the link color should be the accent color. Then you look for color that is close to your accent. Let me change this color, make it more deeper, a bit more deeper, something like this. Okay, so this is more deeper. That's when you put your mouse on it, this is the color it's supposed to change to. And then link visited link should also be accent. Okay, take it to your accent color, and then that should be it. Okay, so list style color, the color of the numbers. Okay, let this one stay white. Okay, so that is it. I think that's all. What we have to do now is just save the changes, and now our table of content is applied to this blog post we have written. So you just do save, you save, and then you refresh. Now after refresh, we are now 91. Okay, which could means that the table of content is also accepted. Okay, yes, so that one too is gone, so it means it has been applied. Okay, now the next thing that I want you to we are going to do here is that, let me open this article in the visitor mode. Okay, so this is what the visitor will see when they come to your website. Okay, now as you can see, this is the title, and this information here is metadata, which is something that is telling us, giving us some clue or something about this article. So the person who wrote it, this is the name of the person who wrote it. Okay, now this is the modification date. All right, and then this is the supposed category that this article must fall in, and this is the how long it will take to finish reading this article. So it is a 21 minutes article that you have to spend at least 21 minutes before you finish all the this blog post. Okay, now one thing I want you to see is here, that you can see there's something here called uncategorized. Okay, this is telling us that our website is not structured. Okay, or this particular blog post doesn't belong to any category within the website. And if you start your blog with no category, it makes your content unstructured, and Google search engine, nobody will love to see anything like that. It's unprofessional. So what we have to do right now is restructure our website. We just finished designing the website, so we have to go there, go inside, and then restructure it. Make sure each and every content that we are going to create will have a place that it is going to belong to. You understand? It's just like you going to a bookshop or going to a shopping mall. Now when you go to a shopping mall, you realize that they've put all juice in one at one place, they put bread at one place, they put toffees at one place. As you can see, they arrange all the items in a particular way, so that when you are looking for a particular product, all you have to do is go to that stand or that session, and you have access to it. It also applies to pharmacies, most of the businesses, that stores or any showcase business. This is how they arrange their stuff. If you go to a clothing store, they have a place for men's jeans, men's shirts, men's t-shirts. They have place. Sometimes you even go and they have particular colors, white colors, and then all stuff like that. That is how you categorize your shop, or this is how you categorize your blog. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Now what you have to do is go to your let's go to dashboard. So when you come to the dashboard, you have to go to post. Okay, now when you go to post, you see categories, then you click on categories. Okay, now what we are going to do is, it is asking you to add a category. This is the add category, this is the name, this is the link or the slug, and then what category it may belongs to. Is it a parent, or is it it belongs to a child? Okay, we have a parent category, and then we have a child category, then we have an orphan category. Right now what we have created is an orphan category because it doesn't belong to any category, so it is an orphan. And any orphan article, Google will not be able to index it because it doesn't really support the structuring of your website. Okay, it just get confused because it doesn't know where it belongs to. So what you have to do is always make sure your blog post belongs to a particular category. Okay, so now let's go back to the category creation. Now when you come here, you have a description. You can decide to put a description of the category you are going to create. Then after that, you just add it, and it will be added onto your website. Now how do you create your category? Your category creation depends on what kind of content you are going to create. Now my own, I have 5 simple stages of the process or of the content that I'm going to create. Okay, right now what I am creating now, that is the pillar blog post that I am creating now, is the home office or command center blog post. So all the 10 blog posts that I'm going to create is referring to the command center. Okay, so for me, I am going to have a command center. This simply tells you that you can use your pillar blog post to be the categories. Okay, so that each and every blog post that you are going to create will belong to a subtopic of that particular pillar blog post. Okay, so they all fall under one category. You understand? So I can create something like a command center setup. I can do this. I can also do dedicated workspace. Okay, this is also the same thing. I can also do home office setup. Okay, I can also do that. So it depends on how it may sound to you and how you want it to be called. Okay, so it doesn't really matter how you call it. The best thing for you to do is just for you to go ahead and then have them. Okay, so I'll go with command center for all the blog posts that talks about setting up a home office. Okay, all right, so now I have, it is a parent, so I'll just leave it. Now you can just say something like, this category talks about how to set a home office, or you can just do something like okay, so this is it. Now I'm just giving a simple description about this particular category. So I said, learn more about how to set up a home office. Okay, build a dedicated workspace. Okay, so when I say command center, I am referring to setting up a home office. Okay, so that's it. This actually gives Google, a clue of what this particular category is all about, and whatever inside this category is all about home office setup, command center, articles or blog posts. Okay, that's what it means. So I just say add, and now it is here. Okay, now the next one that I'm going to do is to so the next one we want to create is as you go here, you can see I have a skill selection. Okay, so these are blog posts under skill selection. So I'll go back to categories and then add scale selection. Okay, so this is not permanent. You can change it at any time. You can restructure it anytime. So as and when you are creating it and you realize your categories doesn't resonate with you, you can come back and then change all of them and then put them into the right categories. Okay, so this is not something permanent. You can change it. Okay, now this is also a parent. Okay, so you can say something about okay, so learn how to self-audit to choose a skill, knowledge, or experience tend to a business idea. Okay, so this is going to talk about all the steps that involve in you being able to come up with a topic to turn it into your own business idea. All right, so this is it. Then I do add it. So skill selection is also here. Now we have this too. Now if I go to my ChatGPT, where I created my 5 pillar block topics, the third one is the 5 to 9 business model. Okay, so I am going to say something like the 5 to 9 business model. Okay, so in the third category, I'll just go like 5 to 9 business ideas. Let me just use ideas. Okay, so that one too is also having, and then let me just, this one I will not do any description. I just to show you how to do the description. So this is how the whole thing is done. The next one that I have on my list is time management, discipline, and focus. Okay, so I can just choose lifestyle for this, because focus, discipline, I can choose a lifestyle category for this, so that I to take all these 3. Okay, so I'll just choose 5 to 9 lifestyle, something like that. So like 5 to 9 lifestyle. Okay, so learning how to focus, how to time management, and how to stay disciplined. Okay, so this is what it will talk about. Okay, so I'll just add this. Okay, now let me use this to explain it further. As you can see, this category is having focus, discipline, and time management. Okay, so I'm going to create a child category, so that focus blog post will go under focus, discipline will go under discipline, and then time management will also go for time management. Okay, so we go back there, and then I create focus here, and then I come here, and then I choose lifestyle, so it will be under lifestyle. Okay, then I add. So if you come to lifestyle, you have focus over here. Okay, then we have discipline. Okay, discipline is also going with the lifestyle, so I add, and then time management. Okay, so time management too is also going the same way, so I have all the 3 under this. Okay, then the next one on my list is the last one, is the money stability and risk control. Okay, okay, so we're supposed to create all the 5, but the thing is that currently we are only working on the first category, which is the home command center. Okay, so what I usually don't recommend is for you to create all these categories empty and leave it there. Otherwise, if Google comes to your website and found all these empty categories with no blog post in them, it's kind of punish you for that. You understand? So you really don't need to create them and then put them down like something that you attend to it later. No. So the best thing for you to do is just stop, don't create them. As and when you start create the content around them, then you come and create them. So it builds as and when you start to create them. But putting an empty category on your website is not the best for search engine. Okay, because when crawlers come to your website and they find all this empty, they will realize you don't have any content. You understand? Meanwhile, your content is there, but when you don't create all this empty, and then let's say you have 5 blog posts under all these, it still sees that your website is full because you don't have any empty categories or empty blog posts, which is something you just write the title, but you've not write any content around it. Just like I told you before. So please hold on to this creation of other categories so that it doesn't become, unless you are using it to build something else or to create something, which currently we are not using it to create anything. Okay, so don't create them. I just use this to show you how you can create this. Okay, yes, so that you'll be able to know how to go about it when it gets there. All right. Okay, so that's by the way. So this is how to structure your website. So you go ahead and then structure it in such a way that each and every blog post will have a place that they will stay or they will belong to. Okay, it's like a grouping. You understand? All right. So now let's go back to the blog post that we are writing. Now that we have a category that this blog post can fall under it, all we have to do is to make sure we add it to that particular category. Okay. So let's refresh so that it will load the category for us. Okay, so now as we are here, we can go here. You click on this and then you come to post. Okay, now when you come to the post, as you can see, we don't have a featured image, so let's quickly add the featured image. Okay, so now we have a featured image. Now as you go down, you can see the categories here. So you click here and then right now it belongs to uncategorized, so you just remove it and then you go down and look for command center, then you put it there. All right, so now this has been moved to command center category. Okay, and then if there is any additional category you can do, instead of going back to where I show you, you can just add it here and it will still go. Okay, but here you will not be able to identify whether it is a primary or it is either a parent or a child. So it's better you go there and create it before you come and do it over here. Now these are tags. Tags usually also, it's like a signature that is attached to your blog so that it makes searching for it very easy when people comes to your website. Okay, so you can add some tags. This, you look at the blog post and then look at some of the words, common keywords that is related to this blog post, and then you add them here. So this blog post is talking about command. So it is talking about command center, home office setup. Okay, so you can do dedicated. So dedicated workspace. Okay, so these are some of the tags that are associated with this particular blog post. Okay, you can list more and more as and when you like it, but I choose to go with these 3. Okay, now this particular blog post is quite okay now. Okay, so there's nothing more for us to do over here. As you can see, this is what the blog post optimization is done. So now what we can do is to start to read from the top to the button. That is to use that 21 minutes to go through, read everything just to confirm. Now there's something I want you to check over here. Okay, as you can see, I said something here, and if you are ready to go beyond a setup and build a real plan for everything that happens after you sit down, the 5 to 9 builder roadmap will show you exactly what to do next, step by step. Okay, no fluff, no guesswork. So in order for you to get this book or this ebook that I am talking about, I said get the 5 to 9 builder roadmap here and start building tonight. So I am supposed to write the ebook or create the ebook that is explaining the 5 to 9 roadmap, okay, and then put it here so that when the reader gets here and then he click on it, it will link this person to wherever the book is for the person to go and download it. You understand? You are going to use this to build your email list, okay, because you cannot give this ebook for free. So you are giving this ebook to whoever is interested in learning that or getting that roadmap book, to also give you the email. That is what they call the email marketing or email list building. Okay, we are going to get there, but since the book is not ready, I will just highlight this so that when I am doing a call over to my blog post, I will know that this book, or when the book is ready, I will know that this site to I need to link the book to. You understand? Okay, so this is it. Usually you don't have to. Let me add some social icons under this so that it becomes more nice. So when the person gets here, he will either decide to add the sorry, it should be one. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so it's like I am giving the I'm doing this before the book is going to be ready. Okay, so this could be you can either decide to delete this from here. When the book is ready, you come and just add it to the site, or you leave it and make sure it doesn't stay there for long. So you have to go and work on the ebook and then make sure you link to it, because you don't know when somebody is coming to your website and will be in need of that roadmap. If a reader gets here and the book is also, you are saying about there is a book and the book is not here, it means you are not being fair, or you cannot go with your words. Okay, so first of all, let's just delete this in order for us to get there. So you can see I have said something like that, but I have not made any mention like click here to get it. Okay, now if the person gets here and he or she really wants it, he will contact you or get to wherever he was going to get you, and then for you to get the roadmap to the person. Okay, but instead of you saying click here to get it and the thing is not there, that is not the best. So don't do that. So we delete that. Now let's save this and then go to outside and see how the blog post is looking like. Okay, so now as you can see, the uncategorized is now command center. It has changed to command center. You understand? So we now have a complete blog post ready to be published on the website. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so far so good. This is how far we've gotten to. Now I can completely say that you, after watching this video, you should be able to optimize your website for you to get it ranked. Okay, Google will be happy with whatever you have done here, because as you can see, Rank Math is saying that out of 100 SEO practices, you have crossed 91 in this particular blog post. So there shouldn't be anything to stop you from ranking if you get your off-page SEO all right. Okay, all right. But since this website is a brand new website, I don't want you to expect any miracle right now, because Google is going to Google have to be familiar with your content, your website and stuff before it will start recommending your website to people. Okay, we are not doing any dubious means, any black hack over here to beat the traffic or beat the system in order for us to get our websites ranked. We are following the process to get it ranked. Okay, all right. Now okay, so that's it. All right. Okay, so since we have done everything, and now what is up next is how to fill this space with a lot of content. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to go back there and then let's do the publishing. So you come here, now after you have done your reading and then you know that all your grammar, everything is perfect, on point, what you have to do is come here and click on publish. Now it's asking you, are you ready to publish? Double check your settings before publishing. Okay, so yes, I have checked my publishing and everything, so it's cool. Now you go to visibility. Do you want to publish this to public? You want to publish this to public? Yes. So it is, you click here and then you say public. If you want to restrict people from accessing this blog post, you click on private. You can also put a password on it and then give the password to only people who are supposed to have access to this blog post. Now let me explain why your content can be a private. For instance, you have a paid membership on your platform. Okay, probably you have created a course, and then during the course, the person going through the course is supposed to read this blog post. Okay, yes. So if the person has to read this blog post, which is exclusively for people who are taking that course, you can restrict this to being a public, but you give it to only people who have the link, okay, to the this article. You understand? So that is how it is, and this is also visible to all administrators of your website. If there is anybody who is helping you create this content, that person will see this content. Okay, that's it. All right. So now this is a public blog post. So we just select public. Okay. Now publish date. Okay, and time. So you come here, then you can do the time that we are currently time. The current time today is this. Okay. I wrote this on the 4th, and I was supposed to maybe publish it on that day, but since I didn't finish creating the content, I have to wait till today. So I come and select today, and then I go ahead and then do schedule. Okay, it is choosing the time here, because the time is not a current. Okay, you can choose to just publish it straight away, but you can choose to also schedule it. So in this case, if you want to schedule it, probably maybe, let's just say today is Friday, you want to create probably 5 blog posts. Since tomorrow, next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you will not be able to create it. So today that you have the time, you want to create all your weekly blog posts and put it down so that when it is time, it gets published on your, because the thing is, you have to be consistent. If it is every day, make sure it is every day. If it's 3 times a week, make sure it is 3 times a week. If it is twice a week, make sure it is twice a week. If it is once a week, make sure it is once a week. This consistency in posting on your website is what is going to tell Google that you are a serious person, and that matter, it's supposed to consider you and then play with your content. You understand? So when Google see consistent uploads on your website, publishing, you are always publishing. It means that, I mean, there's some kind of activity going on your website. Okay, so if it is something that you have to do periodically, consistently, and you are posting once a week, and then it turns to twice a week, and then it turns to once a week again, it's like that inconsistency is going to affect you. All right, so that's how the algorithm works. So if you want every day or daily blog post, make sure it is daily. If you cannot do daily and you are going for twice a week, to make sure it is twice a week. So probably, let's say you are doing 3 times a week, and now those days that you have, I mean, created that you want to create those days, or you want to publish on those days, you realize that there are some activities that is preventing you to maybe sit down and write the blog post. You can write the blog post and then put it down, or schedule it, so that if it is Wednesday that you want to publish it, all you have to do is just come here and then choose that Wednesday. Okay, you choose this. I can publish this on coming Wednesday. Okay, so I choose 11th, and then I choose the time that I want this blog post to go live, and then I click on schedule. It will never be available for public until Wednesday that time, before it gets published. That is how it works. So it's a scheduler. You just put it down, and then when that particular time reach, it becomes public to people there. You understand? So this is how it works, the schedule. All right. Okay. So now I come to on the 6th, or I just say publish now. Okay, just choose now, and then publish. Now if you publish, you will see this small options here. You can copy this and then put it in any WhatsApp group that you are on. Okay, so that people will come and read it, or you can share on Facebook, Twitter, or if you have people who have subscribed to your email list, you can click on this and then send this article to them, so you will also read. Okay, so this is how you expand your signals. You understand? It's very, very important. So you need to connect your Facebook page, but we've not created it yet. So you have to connect your Facebook page so that as soon as you finish, you just click here and then it publish it on your Facebook page as well. And then your X account too, then it also publish over there. So this is how this works. Or you can view it like the final product, but we have already done it over here. So this is the final product of the blog post that we have created. Okay, so this is it. All right, so now that you understand what this all means, I want to thank you and then see you tomorrow.